TV na Smart TVs. Skania TV yao na boigo onjore irio yao. Igo ikoye obwensu vuomugusi.
Mwancho muligereria na gukwani bonando nsia sobereta simarogoba ya bono chinga kijina nengo kwaligania asemesa ya mangana mayanya le gukumanya gati ere twabere to kwaliganeria kurwase mambia lenge ntambe weka chinse chigabono chia bono marogoba lituko nelia Jumatano stariki 25 omuchinyoka no mwaka buchiri bubere na 27 na manga bereka okolekana ekerekebeno omuraiwe kyamagya ODM rera morodinga achokire ya yego chagaiga asense ya Kenya bosio wemeroberio asogo chikomwanyo yokabaire omuraya gatatu bwense ya Kenya Mwai Kibaki uyogo chikone gwa litukolia Jumamosi nabo igobona leo lyanga litukolia mwelio asaba Kenya konyora libagalia bene korra omubero yo Mwai Kibaki oyu obeira se bunge haseka kiamatuko atato ayu amo nayanda mange na kwaligani tumonya senjira yobo ikiranu olitokubwatanira kurosumu na wemanyirilyo Koroko Joshua Auta na nchere tena ne koroko Vincent Onyancha. Na nigo togo cha kasemero bilia gendrete kobe kwa bosio bogo chikomwenia oyo kabiru murai wense aiga Kenya murai yo gatatu Mwai Kibaki rero nigo lengri tukulyo mweria asaba Kenya abanyora chinga kichia bene maiga yo mobero yakoba samaga je bunga seka kia matukati tokori tukulia Jumatano na boigo ensemo yothaya imeye kaunti ya Nyeri emero bilionsi nigo gendrete kobe kwa bosio bogo chikomwenia Mwai Kibaki litukulia Jumamosi chira Stariki 30 omutinyo yogekane umwaka bw'ikiri bubere na 22 roboti oru asenchira yoboikirano ase rituko lya gatatu ni gesko yo mweri yagendrete kurwegwa gochaso yo kabeire umure yo gatatu wense Mwai Kibaki asama gacho ye bunge ni gaba Kenya bagendrete goika na kurwa amagomba abo emerobelio gocho thaya imeanyeri nigo ebwatetense chinga kechio obolendi nigo botingirie okorosigwa wechipara ni kogendreta sensemo yothaya bosio bogo chako ina nyagosira Mwai Kibaki rituko ria Jumamosi boigo asomojega na masabara chikokorerwa rituko ria Jumamosi maiga yoko ni gukwaya Kibaki nigo emeroberia gendrete kubwatanse asenseme yothaya asebita bienkaya ya nyagosira Kibaki azara chikoni walitukole Jumamosi nigo kubwatarana kogendrete koine kigwa obulendi boigo gotingigwa aiga asenkayaye talibanto bonsi baranchirugo sororo korende no mubaromoke kati yechibara chigo cha senkaya ya Kibaki nigo chigendrete kobekweramu na gosibigwa nechinde koremwa ekarayo agendrete rero ni goreri tukolyo mweri yaba Kenya koromo bero ya Kibaki ekerokeria masabo yo bwamo arachokorwa litukule Juma asegeti Kenyayo ime yomochi o Nairobi ko reporter ya Ndizi TV eretena nenkoro kwa Vincent Onyancha na boigongo tigarasa mangana alengete nyagosira Mwai Kibaki nigo omuwaziri b'ubulendo Dr. Fred Matiang'i anyarega ko remeroberie bekire bosyo bogo chikomwanya lituko Jumamosi nigo Matiang'i abereka gote abuna omuroberi umugima amono mojego yoni gogo chikobanse y'abanajeshi gose KDF na bago chikora umujego yogo chakira lituko Juma na boigo buna batagete lituko lya Jumatatu kolengana Matiang'i ni gatebere buna umujega bwa masaba yobwa ya uchokolekana litukule juma asegeti Kenyayo nigo kuchiko cha kachinsa cha mambya nabo igo nigo kachinsa isano na ibere chiamo wasoli tukule juma omurobuli yomogimo orabe oereng nabo igo nige sabali yo kumuira nyagosera Mwaikimbaki kurwa asenkendu yali litukule juma mosi barasoke ntuko na koirwa nechigari tukolende tali nende gabuna konyora yatebekanye nigo chigari chigo chikumurusia senkendu na cyo kira muhimuke oikasense mu yothaya ase baratwara umusangirekano n'abantu kurwa chinkwana aho magaya ya magosoigwa asenka yaye asara ni gulitukero lya Jumamosi chikira abastariki emeronge etato.
All plans for the state funeral are now complete, and we are ready to begin the process that will lead to laying to rest the body of the late His Excellency President Mwaikimbaki. What is important for today's purpose is that the rest of what has been going on in the course of the week, we discussed. The plan that we have been fine-tuning here is to ensure that on Friday we have a successful funeral service that will take place here. We request all members of the public to be seated by 8 a.m. We want to start early so that those who have to travel out of town are able to move back to their homes early enough. So the program here will commence at 8 o'clock. We expect that we all should be seated at 8 o'clock, and then we'll wait for the arrival of the body of His Excellency President Mwaikimbaki, as will be led by the KDF. And then we'll conduct the mass here until probably about 1 o'clock or thereabout before we disperse. On Saturday, the body is going to be transported by road, as you already know, to Auta approved school, where we are going to have another service before the interment at the late president's home. What we need to emphasize, and I have been asked by my colleagues who are here, is one, to request all our fellow citizens to be very, very time conscious, because this is a ceremony that involves a lot of people, and we want to make sure that no one is inconvenienced. But most importantly also, to reiterate what was announced earlier, that this is a state funeral. A state funeral has got very set protocols and ways in which it has to be done. And for a state funeral, a head of state or a former head of state, as the case is here, we are all led by the KDF, and we observe the protocols of the Kenya Defense Forces.
Na boigo go tigana na yo tomolekere bono asense mo oyesemi na boigo no go twara chimbwa chingija maiga yiskuru go cha ko bono go cha krali tuko lya igoro setukere Jumatatu ni gobono abana babere kurwa seskuru yabamura ya kisi batogete nenya sore ejubono bwatemeso tetalimeke eyubare gosogia ase skuru ejumaiga yobonyabi go korwa ekero barengege itago so ase skuru korenga no mwalimu monebwe skuru Fred Mogaka ni gate birabuna ni go konyora abekire obonyabyo botindi asogo tumya kise kiri cyo konyongerera kise cyo ni gobono cyanyare tokonyorenya sore ase chipagi bere cyabana aho konyora bayikira ase skuru eyo ayigo kinyasore kibono cyabekira ase box eyo ere yeriogoliye byanda awase yabangire buna ryogolinde lyonsi egento cyanyare tekikurusi ugo cyora igobono umwalimu omonebwe skuru yo rogo kurogo tindi go cyasa bayibole nagote yabuna banyare gukwana n'abana babo kolengana na Mogaka ni gatebere una kinse monkire asumu cyobosongo cikona ry'abana beskuru nyasole asaganiriye ubutukwime konyara gokorwa abana babere bone wachikumukirege tambukirege tindi maiga yogo toka nenya sole abegeta chipage cyabo ibarenge togosoanero ase eskurume.
Na changamoto la madawa ya kulevya imekuwa kisungumuti katika mashule zetu, na tumeamua kama shule, tulikuwa tumepanga kama shule leo hii vijana wanapokuwa na ruta tumia umbo wa kunusa, ambao tuliweza kushirikiana na kitengo cha polisi ya cha Kisii, tukapata usaidizi kutoka Kisumu Regional Office, na kwa ukweli tumeweza kushuhudia ya kwamba vijana wetu wachache wao wanabeba hizi vitu, na tulikusha kupata miadarati aina ya bangi ambayo kama ingeruhusiwa ifike shuleni ingekuwa na madhara yake, na mambo kama hayo ndio yanachangia utofu wa nidhamu katika wanafunzi wetu. Tuliamua ya kwamba this time round hatutaambia vijana wetu tutawapokea na mambo ya silver dogs. Tutaona hali ilivyo, kuona kama yenyewe ni ukweli vijana wanakuja na madawa ya kulevya. Ndio sababu tuliamua ya kwamba this time round, although tulikuwa tumewaambia kwa mafumbo wanapoondoka ya kwamba mtu asiwahi tubutu kuja na anything ambayo ni kinyume cha sheria ya shule. So leo tuliamua ya kwamba watakapokuwa nakuja, na umbo walikuja mapema by saa 1 zilikuwa hapa kapita mabweni kuhakikisha kwamba hakuna kitu, so that tuanze kunasa madawa haya at the entry of the school, tukiwa tumekwisha, because this is a boarding school. Tunajua ya kwamba watakapokuwa wanaingia hawatayapata tena, and we want to say this is the way to go. Even as they will be coming, takuwa tunafanya haya, kuna clocking in. So wazazi pandile ambao mko hapa nyumbani, angalia ujumbe wa kijana amefika shule saa ngapi. Najua tumefanya utafiti wetu, kuna maeneo kati ya Kisii ambao wameweza kumodify aina ya machani, ndio wanaweka kama wanachanganya na madawa ya kulevya, na vijana wetu wanapewa. Na sasa hautakuwa ukianza kutafuta bangi ya kufutwa hautaiona, unaona ni madawa ambayo yanawekwa sasa katika vinywaji.
Na gotigana na mangana ibune nyasore nigo yatoka ase skuru y'abamura ya Kisii nigo tokomurekera ase county ya Nyamira boigali agendrete gokorekana ekero tokumerana no muri kito job maangi yo gotumanyibuna ekyombekia mungano Gender Forum imseri ya Bolia International Solidarity Foundation nigo litukulia lero bono kyabage kurwa masomo gochia sawa menye buna babwene togokora kisegi chegenka orobonchurwa senchira yoboikirano.
Ekyombekia International Solidarity Foundation nigo keira egetambo kero gotalera ekenyoro kya Iriani Kimera Ward county ya Nyamira gosemia abaibori enchera yogokinia abana.
Marieta nkoro kubera kemuntu okorane ekyombekia International Solidarity Foundation, in short ISF. Ese ekyombekia itu tokora mangana preventing SGBV, sexual gender based violence. Mono ese busi tokora mangana intimate partner violence and FGM, preventing FGM.
Abaiboli abumba sabagoika abana babo ange nako bategerera nago tigako barama ekero bagosire.
Shida moja kubwa ni jinsi wazazi wanavyofanya kazi yao, na hivyo ikiwa sawa na watoto watakuwa sawa.
Abaiboli mbali kwa batamaitinga oboreri obugo chakiranda. Abaiboli mbali batamaitinga kunya gutiorra kero umwana kumuruka marieta aramabe. Amalieta iga ko impact asobo mabwaye bobi.
Engana echisegi cheke nyomba nja kwanerwa ase obotaka nobolebi bwatebwa koba esababu enene. Abaiboli mbasa bwakoigwanana na gusikana ase enyomo.
Emechando yatokira singa chaito, lakini kwanyoro mongira no mogaka baliko ikaransa semeza bakwanero bokongo borastinga kwanyora emechando yabeira stinga oboerani bwabora chisegi cyabuja.
Egati abaiboli batasomo sangerekano yo mbachengera amoro kyabanyora igoro yenchera yogokinia chinka cyabo.
Masoma yago chigonkonya nje munanda nyale ko bangorende family yane ndeto bwanja niororo rito nyale ko batoko igwano mogaka na abana.
Kuruase county ya Nyamira, ginko reporter ya Ndizi TV, Job Maangi.
Biyamono umurikito Job Maangi yasorobochurwa senchira yoboikera nubono maega yebikaro byebunge kogendera nikaba bunge berekinga kichi abasoko munyero yokabiro murai wense ogatatu mwai Kibaki maega yogo seria ogma bwaye abunga yoba osabunga bo bakora wa no monongwe bunge Justin Muturi niko banyara kokwanera ali ya mwai Kibaki abetbago ikirania kerarenga sobogambe kati yabo niko bate abuna kinga kichi ya Kibaki uchumi niko yarenge ngiya gekorengani wane nga kichiabono nabo igoni gabange bamukwanira bunanero rengo omurayo mutangani koreta amasomo abo sachi skuru cyoboroso nigo cinga kichibona gati ya bunga bande banyara gati ya buna cinga kichi Kibaki ense ya Kenya tiyabwate makabeso mange gekorenganiwa nabono.
The late retired President Mwai Kibaki leaves an indelible imprint in the history of Parliament of Kenya as the longest serving member of Parliament. He has in his honor a half a century of service to the nation as a member of Parliament, spanning from the year 1963, when he was first elected, until his retirement in March 2013. Honourable members, during his political career as a member of Parliament, he rose through the political ranks to become an assistant minister, vice president, leader of official opposition, and crowned his exemplary political career by becoming the third president of the Republic of Kenya, where he served for 2 terms, which is the constitutional limit.
Excellence, and the best president ever in our 5-decade history in this country. Mr. Speaker, the late Mwai Kibaki hailed from Nyeri, the lads of milk and honey, the land of the courageous, the land of the brave, the land of Dedan Kimathi Washuri, the land of Professor Wangari Maathai, and he has done us proud. Mr. Speaker, Mwai Kibaki's pretended over unprecedented economic development that changed people's lives, and by the time he handed over in 2013, Mr. Speaker, he left Kenyans a happy lot. Everybody had money in the pocket.
Kibaki asked the banking sector in our country to open up loans to the smallest of the business in our country. It is Kibaki who brought this country. During his tenure, KRA, when he took over, KRA was collecting 600 billion. By 2013, KRA was collecting 1.2 trillion, Mr. Speaker, because he believed in revenue, local revenue. He never believed in debt.
Went ahead to become an MP at 32 and served for 50 uninterrupted years as a member of parliament. And it is through that incubation of ascending to a position of leadership early that he was able to refine himself, of course through experience, to become the kind of leader, a towering leader that he became when he assumed the presidency of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I remember President Mwai Kibaki for the free primary education, and I remember when he was campaigning, his competitor then actually told the nation that it was impossible to offer free basic education.
Na boigo baliaba kurigi birugo byoborayigo tirase kyama kya UDA ni gobaikase kaunti ya Nairobi ya samaga chama nene ye kyame ki Asla Center igotoke umucho Nairobi aseba chuka yugo certificate chia bobo siboko endra kurwandra na kuiruke bandera ya UDA aso kurigi birugo byoborayigati yabo mu Bongo South Mugrango Zivana Sosoro ka ukwana kurwa somo chu Nairobi ni gati yabuna mbale no kwegena sobo chodia bone bosio e kyama kya UDA kurwa sorongoro gusi ingecho gotwara baraya banga sabata yuna anayemeye kaunti ya Kisii UDA ni gabanta banga beso gati asokurwa ndreti keti yo aseno nyina bo bakolete mchujo osaba bakora nominations egento kirete konyara go kenyu mubaro asabali baga netie etiquette ya UDA asobo chodio bonene buri bosio
magotenga rere twachirega Asla Center go pick certificate cheito chia nomination go fly chi ticket chia UDA ari Kisii aiga ntobwate oyo guchikorane Borabu constituency Karenyamira mo engineer tobwate mo wakiri nere okobori nere kurubonchari constituency nabande mbaro bagenda kunya go sign ergu ndarwate ya kwanza nga UDA Kisii county tobwate aspirant every constituency tobwate aspirant ige kworoke nga Kisii nere yasoire gusiya ito yasoirie meri ase kiama gekuru ku UDA mnabona Kisii county astobwate 45 wards to abekire chi aspirant in every ward ye kworoke nga bono naende bare kurwandira in fact to abwate nomination anyamwara chinze chia mambi abantu mbachaga bakuomana sana kiagira bante bare kurwandira ticket ya UDA ngakekero bwate ticket ya UDA you are almost guaranteed of 50%. Omago cha akoriye chia go 50%. So na kitu acha gukora rero ga party ya very process ya very smooth montago so aga osaine riguonyo kwa buete chikura buya kabisa chia nomination na nyokorobo MCA onyokoromo jumbe ba korete opinion poll kabisa ikaro kinga abantu na kitogo korea, but we want to tell our competitors aligusinga and now brace yourself for a serious war. political war that has never been seen before. Kiagara, we want to paint the entire Gusii region yellow. Nyamira and Kisii. Tutagete ase mugavana ko chorwa both Nyamira na Kisii abe UDA. Eto taita babunga ba ko chorwa both Nyamira na Kisii babe UDA. And we are going to do this thing totally go to Moka. Ochakira mambi ababunga abonzipi abagavana bonzipi bako hitie ground to procure over 5 million merchandise in every constituency. Chigo cha kogenda ko, I mean in every county chia Kisii na Nyamira. Chigo cha kogende ground chiti chat chire so chigo si arafu tuebangire kubya kemubuko mama eto muntu to taranera no muntu bwari chibesa. Oli ba kwate aba to accusing aba chibesa nyinge. Bono chibesa chito cha ite kuchaka kuchigolera. Bona abantu bali baito mikono ga mukuru moinari mwe bange. Eto gwake campaign itanya korokana Gusii for 2 months. A county ya ito nkwabere litoke libwate kara ya yellow ekine kitu ari abantu baito bamanyanga na otorime kabisa naende tosabera abana baito bakoborie kiro kya UDA tafadhali na ino mutu mnatokogenda tutwara morembe tuanche ntu akonde tigasiasa ya itebe yo ya sera amono gotie mana ngoko maeto kobeka mangana buya
na gutigana na yubo igotiga twirendego ikasensemende yechisemi nkomanyi gwabuna maega y'isukuru ko igurubono esukuru eyemo igobono gwikiraboniga abana bayiranire ase sukuru eyemo kurwa sensemo yabonchari nigo esukuru mego na maiga abana 30 boka na obanyarukere na ase sukuru eyo na gwikabono na sukuru eyo tiranekeri bali bakoleta matemu aba KCSE amachibu nana boni igekagere buna amachibu inaro kolende kubwatekana no korobo ku sukuru eyo na kianda kekero mwalimu omona atarasokia amachibu ayo roboti rosenchira yobekirano Maiga jomu waziri wesemi Professor George Magoha kubwatoka amachibu ya matemu amana KCSE tukure Jumamosi Wikiraboni skuru ya Maiga Mixed Secondary School egotoke wodi yabo kimonge bomachoke borabwe county ya Kisii nigo batarabe katene ni amachibu ya matemu ayobune bonerete
tinda manye kore list ye na that analysis tuaganyetere tu Kenya the sub county office erindere to analyze kormambi tuaganyete to ikaransa in a meeting tora analyze the result lakini anyarkananga majibu aitara ikakanyanya
Korengana ne chinkuma ni gochigote abuna ni gabaro kiwabo skuru eyo batakori buya asama temu ayo
karokende buna karotwanko gamba no mwalimu wa moto asomet komo agonte nye babu ate WhatsApp group whereby abana banko toma results which oronche na nyoreke ekagara bakamanya bono buna nche no mwana omoibori ambikirete mumuro no nyore karokende singicho twaringe close no moibori oyo omoibori oyo akantomera akega no mwana oyo akantomera the same results na gekoranchi bwate bono nkeringa maybe ntota twarite that link kati itona abana tonyore gosekero kendo twangocha gutumia chibesa otomera kero mwana
Kolende chimita chinge kurwase skuru eye na boroki wabasangirikana tase bikundi ao bagwa koboche gose korondo abande bagwa kama tabori na boigo abande wesoke goche kubutore mesiansemo ya Masai egento kirre skuru eyo gotakoli buya kegima
abamanyi Masai n'Abagusii abana baito twara nyora abange kurumaya karokende karatugotumeka provincial administration kwa nyore bache tagoteme MSC umanye rogora area kande no sign sugar factory nabo iga abande buna baisegen ko enda bare bachi kwa managu chinyeni chikoiru echiro ya magena nge karokorigereria nga abana bagusini chibesa banarire okonyora barengere tikero kendo banyo chibesa bagore chisimi
ekyogo kumya skuru eye nigo yegorotiri tukurigoro kolende go ikekero twasangana bwatani be skuru eye na boroki wa emerongeta tobuka baikirana se skuru
potobwata abana batanche tikobere school una bono iganto igorete igoro abari mumbare skuru lakini ende birasime abana baraba kogo 10 mbago ikanonye 30 merongetato
libolyo ni igoritigarite koba ningo okomochigwase skuru eye abaiboli aborokiwa gose naborokia libolyo nelichibu nalyo libolyo
parango mochando noro kero kende abaiboli baitomba kire bakwaneru abana banyene bakwaneru nabo igo local authorities tenda the provincial administration babe strict ya sabana baiga
ko reporter ya Ndizi TV iritirane nkoro kwa Vincent Onyancha. Wanchumulikiri bono nyoni kogende tekotengera Ndizi TV obwansubo mugusio roboti rasobo ngoro teriruko kasensemo yechigosoria keroto kuligiri keminano kia National Super League maiga yetimu osema igayogosero kolekana ase timu ya Shabana yabage kuro makale ne timu ya Naivas FC ase gosori ya gosori wa ase geti kia Wendo Green Stadium aniga gochekere Shabana yabake gutugute penalty egento kirira barabukuro makale gati ya timu ya Naivas FC.
Na kwa kweli mpira umekuwa mgumu kwa leo. But umekuwa mgumu juu ya referee because officiating is not at its standard.
So our players wa Naivas wamekuwa na trick ya kucheza na akili ya refa. Every time kuleta stoppages kusudi time iende. Ukiangalia game vile imechezwa wamelala kila wakati, after dakika 10 wamelala chini dakika 10. So hiyo ni game plan yao kuharas refa ionekane ni kama kuna makosa zinafanyika kusudi time izidi kuendelea.
Kwa kweli naweza shukuru point moja juu safari nimekuja ni safari ndefu kulingana zile shida tumepitia kwa hii kiwanja siku ya leo. Na hiyo point moja tatapatia wachezaji wangu motisha pia kujipanga kwa mechi inayokuja ambayo tutakuwa tunacheza nyumbani dhidi ya Dandora Love.
Mechi leo kidogo leo nimekuwa na upper hand nikicompare last match nilicheza Mombasa. Leo vijana wamejituma vizuri na tumepata opportunities. Tumeforce Naivas kufanya makosa kwa eneo lao na hata mwisho tumepoteza hadi penalty. So mimi naweza sema ni plus kwangu nikicompare last match nilicheza, organization yangu ilikuwa nzuri nikicompare na leo.
Na boigo timu ya Gusi FC ni gobono banyara bakuyikore timu ya Coast Stima chigoli satasirigana liesa gero aseke minane kibogo yaba yakosori gwasi kia Wendo Green Stadium.
Tulikuwa tumetarajia ushindi kwa mechi na mabao mengi. Ni vile hatujafunga mabao mengi lakini tulitarajia mabao mengi sana. Ambapo hata umeona chances zetu tumepata chances mingi sana. Hatujakuwa clinical sana lakini tunashukuru because tumepata 3 goals kwa game. Kupata pia si rahisi. Hao mastrikers wetu wamejaribu sana, tumepata mabao matatu. Tulijitayarisha vizuri sana maana tuko chini kwa jedwali. Ushindi hii inatuweka kwa nambari nzuri kidogo, nambari 13, 12 hapo. Tumeanzia hapo.
Okay, my name is Jaco Kevin Moel. I'm from Ivory Coast. Right now, I'm playing with the Gusi. We are from a game. It was a nice game. We gave our best. By the grace of God, I've scored 2 goals. I only thank God for everything. Now I think the team will be somewhere in the table.
Usafiri kwa matatizo, tumefika kuchelewa. Tumepata jamming hapo njiani. Tumetoka leo Mombasa, tumetoka jana Mombasa. Kwa hivyo usafiri kwa matatizo. Tutakuwa nyumbani hiyo tutegemea ushindi. Tutaenda tutarekebisha makosa yamekuwa. Tutashinda hiyo game. Tuko nyumbani, japo kwa ni derby lakini tutashinda.
Monchumu ligilibono eskuru ya maiga nige kutoka chinsemo chia bumachoga iskuru yibono abana niko bagandete waka korondo banambare na kirasime banambaranya ramatemo ba KCSE ututuka numbole gabu na mboli mbaroro nasekia abana bakwenda masa gosombe mesie bande baka korondo nobote ndiko eskuru mboro eskuru yo kutoka chinsemo chia bumachoga kuru kumaiga secondary mixed secondary school wekira umuntu muligereria ngo wakirambya mono asoko chora gotengera Ndizi TV ubonsubo mugusia sengenchio bironko yakira umusumari twakwalekanirete konende chikora gaisa to aselibo John Kibati na chasemese ganyale kugusansamuranira na gukumanya ali ntaba kingo kumanya akeroke libono na umubwazi miola umoja bachole kamati abantu bat au baguchiko chora oyo guchiko running mate ya Raila Moro Odinga Raila Odinga boigo igale nchira gocha iga sense ya Kenya kuru America ulitobwateranira kuro sumu nwimanyerio igakuru kwa Joshua Auta tubwatuka nsemo ya mtandao nsemo ya Facebook Ndizi TV News na bwega nsemo ya YouTube na bwego tunyora buna Ndizi TV News na bwego abo ogochora Ndizi TV News ni kia ona mpeyemo asorgo ngura usine chinsemo iswetana ine asogo tumereta kuza KUZA gochia sen namba 15 isano nemo enote yemo ugolikireta kuza otumogocha 15601 na turi wakanira nonya nesomoni tombera nankyo isa tombera na John Kibati retirana nchi nkuru Vincent Onyancha.